Hello student, as I was telling that in the next part we will study about the cell organelle. So first cell organelle is mitochondria. You can see the structure. It is a small rod shaped organelle bounded by two membranes. One is the outer, one is the inner membrane. Outer membrane is smooth and encloses the contents of mitochondria. Inner membrane will fold it inside and it will form inward projection called cristae. Over this cristae, some kind of particles are present. They are called oxysomes. Inner cavity of the mitochondria is called matrix, which contain many enzymes. Mitochondria contain its own DNA and own protein, own DNA and ribosome. Sorry, not protein. It contains its own DNA and ribosome, which help in the formation of protein. So that's why DNA is called as a semi-autonomous body which can prepare its own protein. So they can synthesize energy rich compound ATP. ATP is the energy currency of the cell. When the energy will be produced in the mitochondria by the process of respiration, then this energy will be stored in the cell in the form of ATP. ATP is the energy molecules, you can say. So whenever the cell require energy, this ATP will break down and give rise to energy. That's why mitochondria is called as powerhouse of the cell. So ATP molecule provide energy for the vital activities of living cell, you can see. Next is vacuoles. Single membrane sac filled with liquid or sap. Sap means water, sugar or ions. In animal cell, vacuole are temporary, small in size and few in number. In plant cell, vacuoles are large and more in number. They may be contractile or non-contractile. Contractile means they will contract or sometimes they will not contract. What is their function? They will store various substances including waste product. They will maintain osmotic pressure of the cell. Osmotic pressure means they will maintain the size of the cell, you can say. They will store food particles in amoeba. They provide turgidity. It means they will maintain the shape and they will just give the hardness to plant cell. Next is plastid. As we know that plastid are double membrane bound organelle which found inside the plants. They are absent in the animal cell or in some algae. They are responsible for activity related to making and storing of food. There are basically three kinds of plastid: chromoplast, then chromoplast, chloroplast, leucoplast. So chloroplasts are green in color. They have a color pigment chlorophyll which provide green color to the leaves. So chlorophyll is essential for photosynthesis. By photosynthesis, plants prepare their food. Animal cells do not have chloroplast. Then leucoplast and chromoplast. Leucoplasts are colorless. Leucoplasts are of three types: elaioplast, amyloplast, proteoplast. Elaioplast will store fat, proteoplast will store protein, you can see. Then, so these plastid are present in the plant cell, absent in animal cell. Then chloroplast. Chloroplast is the one plastid, double membrane bound organelle found mainly in the plant cell, usually spherical or discoid in shape. Show two parts. One is called these parts. See, stroma. One is stroma, one is grana. Grana is a circular disc-like structure. Circular disc-like structure are called thylakoid. These thylakoid are stacked over each other and they will form grana. Singular is called granum, and these granum attached to each other by one membrane called lamella. Thylakoid, this disc-like structure, contain chlorophyll molecule which are responsible for photosynthesis. Stroma is a dense fluid which is colorless. So this chloroplast will absorb the sunlight and convert the sunlight or light energy into chemical energy. This chemical energy will store in the food. So whenever we eat the food, that chemical energy we will use to get the energy. This chloroplast will give green color to the leaves, stem and vegetables. Leucoplast. Leucoplasts are colorless plastids that store food. They are found in storage organs such as fruits, tubers, seeds, potato tubers, maize grains, castor seeds. Next is chromoplasts. Chromoplasts means they will provide the colors to the different parts of the plants. So they are plastid which produce and store pigments. They are responsible for different color found in leaves, fruits, flower and vegetable. As you can see in the diagrams, different examples are given. Carrots, mango, tomato. So these have a different kind of pigments. Pigment present in carrot is carotene, in mango it is xanthophyll, tomato it is lycopene. Now this is the diagram of animal cell. See, this is the outer membrane, cell membrane. Inside in the center this is a nucleus. In the nucleus this is a nuclear membrane. This nuclear membrane has small pores which are called nuclear pore. Inside there is a one more spherical structure called nucleolus. The liquid content of the nucleus is called nucleoplasm. Then there is a centrosome. This black color is written cytoplasm. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. These are also cell organelle. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. These are ribosome which help in the synthesis of protein. These are the Golgi bodies. These are the mitochondria which will help in the production of energy by respiration. Vacuoles, they will store the different kind of food. This is the plant cell. So you can see in the plant cell we have a cytoplasm. There is extra membrane that is called cell wall. Outside the cell membrane they have Golgi apparatus. They have a chloroplast which was absent in animal cell. They have a big vacuole. See, plant cell has a big vacuole. That's why nucleus will be shifted on the side. So this big vacuole will help in the control of water and salt in the cell. So this is all about the plant cell. Now cell division and growth cell. When a cell is formed, it is small. When it will grow in size by taking nutrients, its size will increase and it will divide into two cells. So cell division, the process by which parent cell divide into two or more daughter cell, that is called cell division. So basically the cell division is of two types. One is called meiotic division, one is called meiotic division, that we will study in the next kind of cell. So our body cell keep dividing and we will get the new kind of cells and our body will show the growth. So this is all about the cell division. Level of organization of living beings. Cell is the smallest unit. The group of cell which performs specific function, particular function is called tissue. Tissue combine to form organ like liver, kidney, stomach. These are the organs of digestive system. When many organs combine to form, they will form a digestive system. So these liver, kidney, stomach, these all are the organ of digestive system. Many organ system like circulatory system, digestive system, excretory system, reproductive system, these all system combine together and they will make a organism. So this is all about the level of organization of living being. Now prokaryotes and eukaryotic cell. The cell which contain true nucleus. True nucleus means the nucleus which have nuclear membrane is called true nucleus. Eu means true, karyotic means nucleus. So eukaryotic cell are that cell which contain true nucleus. Pro means false, karyotic means nucleus. Pro means false nucleus. False nucleus means the nucleus which does not have the nuclear membrane. So that kind of nucleus is called nucleoid. So we will study all these type of things in the higher classes. Thank you.